Hey guys, this is Caleb with DSLR Video Shooter, and we are looking at the Konova K2 Slider today. So this is it right here. It comes in 3 different sizes. You're going to see those at the bottom of the screen right now. I chose the middle size because I try to find a good mix between, the longer sliders and the short ones. So if you get the super long ones, they can be a real pain to travel with, especially if you're going to be flying. So definitely check out the different sizes. Right out of the gate, I was incredibly impressed with the build quality of this slider. Not necessarily all the parts, there's a lot of plasticky parts that, aren't necessarily the best made, but for the price, this thing blew my mind, to be honest, because I already have the Cinovate Atlas FLT, which is between $500 and $700, depending on when you bought it. The thing is built like a tank, and I will give that to Cinovate. They have some of the best machining out there. But this particular slider actually, in my opinion, is smoother and just about as well made when you look at the actual slide unit and the rail itself. They're pretty much the same. So it's very impressive, especially for $200 or just over $200, which is where you can find the K2 priced at if you get the medium size. It also can handle a decent amount of weight. Here I have a 5D Mark II with a 100mm lens, a pretty heavy wooden camera cage with a controller and an arm on here. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop this on the tripod head I'm using, which is a Manfrotto 128 LP, which I've done a video on in the past. And I've got that mounted to my Davis & Sanford grounder kit tripod head. So here we go, loosen all this up. Beautiful. Gorgeously smooth. Even with this much weight, I don't feel a lot of flexing. That's something I notice on my FLT from Cinovate, is that it actually, with all the weight, if I tilt down my camera on the other setup, it flexes and it bends kind of forward and twists the actual alignment a little bit, and then it catches. Whereas this guy is just, you can see that it's beautifully smooth. All the way across. The camera does have a locking knob, this red guy right here, and it works very well. No flex at all. Once you tighten that sucker down, it's not going anywhere. There are lots of different mounting points across this. You could obviously set it up right in the middle like I have it right now. You've got a 1/4 20, 3/8, and then on each end you have another 1/4 20 and 3/8. And you also have a 1/4 20 on the very end on these little leg units, which is what we're going to talk about next. You can actually remove these and adjust each of the feet. This is where you see a little dip in build quality. There's some more plastic on these parts. They're definitely going to do the job, but I don't see them holding up as long as the actual main piece itself, which is fully metal and works great. There are some other nice features with the slider. You actually have a centimeter ruler all the way down the slider, and you also have a leveling bubble, and just in case you get lost, a compass on the other end. I really enjoyed working with this slider, and I have to be honest, I've never been a huge slider fan just because I've never really owned one that I really love to use. I've worked a lot with the Kessler versions, and those are out of this world amazing, but everything else has been somewhat mediocre, and the main reason for that has been not being able to control it. But there's always been something slightly wrong with the friction on the sliders I've used in the past. But this guy is a completely different animal, and I really enjoy working with it. So check out Konova. You can find more sliders. They have different versions. This is the K2, so it's a more affordable option. But I've been incredibly impressed with what you get for $215. So that's the Konova slider. You can check out more gear, reviews, and tutorials on DSLRvideoshooter.com. Stay tuned for more stuff right here.